Right, well today we've come down to Tyneham, which is like a ghost town village, abandoned, down on the coast. So let's go and have a look. Parking here is some suggested donation of £4. I'm not sure how much is going to be here yet, we'll see in a sec. This old telephone box. So here we've got what, rectory cottages. Again, would have been lived in. I was reading on the board earlier, it said that everyone moved out in 1943, and the ground here was used sort of for training for the Normandy beach invasion, and as a sort of training ground for the army. So they just relocated the village, and the Ministry of Defence took it over, and that's it. No one's ever moved back. As I say, that was the school that we were in just now. Now we'll have a little look in this church. You see these signs everywhere. Military firing range. So they fence these all off, I presume just to stop them from being vandalised. It's a good idea, I guess. And they can just keep this then as a memorial to Second World War. Another old abandoned property. I can imagine that this would have been a beautiful place to live up until the Second World War. It's just trees and a river, and not far from the sea, which we'll take a walk down to in a minute. So I was reading on one of the information boards earlier that the people that were evicted from here were promised that they would get their village back after the Second World War, and that never happened. From what I could see, some of the people had gone off to fight in the Second World War and learned when they were away fighting that their village had been taken over by the Ministry of Defence and that their families had been evicted. And from what I can gather, they weren't compensated, which doesn't seem very fair. So anyway, so some of these guys came back from fighting only to find that they had no homes to go back to. Right, we're going to have a little wander down to see if we can get to the beach. See what that looks like. This is an old abandoned farm which is now opened up as a museum. Little bits of artillery shells here as well. What are these? Bunker buster. Oops. Even old tractors in here, old farm equipment. Here we've got stables. Again, everything just left. This old Fordson Major. I'm guessing that has been sat here since '43. Looking a bit worse for wear now. An old bike over there as well that's just slowly rotting away. This, it says here, the Bull House. I'm guessing he had his own little space. And here are the milk churns. There's one there and one there. Right, so this is the path that hopefully leads to the beach. It says it's 20 minutes. Again, there's constant reminders that you're on a military firing range. There's quite a few people around today. It's the end of the Easter holidays, and the weather's good. I don't know if you can make out, but there's vehicles sort of dotted around that look like they've all been shot up and burnt. More abandoned places here. And that view. I'd really like to climb up there to see the view from the top there out towards Portland, but probably not worth it, as it says, danger, keep out. I don't want to get shot. These cedar fences here from World War II. It was a good little find, this place, and I could spend all day just laying here. Well, if it was sand I could anyway. Oh dear, she's falling over again, I think. Well, this has been a really nice find. So yeah, come to Tyneham and then walk down to the beach. It's a bit of a trek to get down here, but 20 minutes maybe, but well worth it.